Welcome back, everyone. Today I'll be analyzing the flow routine and skills of Olympic all-around champion NASTIA LIUKIN. Traditionally, bars and beam are NASTIA's strongest events, and I've already analyzed both her bars and beam. I'll leave a link in the description for those videos, but in light of the fact that she's an Olympic all-around champion, I believe it's very worthy to take a closer look at all her routines. NASTIA had several tumbling passes and skills in her repertoire, and we'll first take a look at her front tumbling combinations, which is a handspring layout front with a full twist, immediately punching into a double twisting layout front. In front tumbling, you want to create as much forward momentum and speed as possible. Let's get started with her analysis on floor. She gets her feet in front of her to help create a strong reach and forward momentum into her tumbling pass. She reaches so far forward she actually has both her hands and feet off the floor at this point that propels her stronger, creating more power for a front layout full. This straighter shoulder angle mixed with a strong momentum of her top leg shooting over her head creates even more forward motion and rotation in her front handspring. Her head and arms are back, which allow her to throw both of them forward, sustaining good forward momentum and flip rotation. She completes a strong arm and head throw forward into her layout full before twisting, and she spots the floor almost the entire time during this layout front full. This angle is very important to move directly into her next skill. If she's too far forward, she won't have enough height to complete her double twisting layout front, and if she's too far back, she may launch too vertical and stall out her flip rotation. She has a good block angle that helps her go up, and her arms are way above her head in preparation to throw them forward and create good height and flip rotation. She gets her feet a little crossed up here, but her legs are tight together. Having her arms up as she lands acts like stabilizers to help her square up her body for her landing. She also has a very straight body with no pike or bend in her hips, and this helps her to land more upright, in this case right at the edge of the corner. Very nice and solid. For a while, she also did a layout front with 2.5 twists forward, also known as a Randolph, or Randy for short. Very nice technique, keeping her head back in this layout front to create good forward momentum. Her arms are a bit lower here in her set for her 2.5 twisting front compared to her double twisting front, and her block angle is very high, which causes her to accelerate her flip rotation, making it more difficult to complete the 2.5 twists. She extends her left arm out to slow her flip rotation, but this also causes her twist rotation to slow down, and she finishes with a slight incomplete twist. I didn't see her do this skill that often, and I imagine her double twisting layout front was much more solid and comfortable, and that's why she may have performed this more often. Here's a look at her back layout with 1.5 twist immediately into a front layout with 1.5 twist, or a Rudy, done very comfortably. With very nice form, she travels back into her 1.5 twisting back layout, and this helps her create a deeper block angle with good momentum to punch into her layout 1.5 twisting front. Her arms are directly above her head, which allow her to throw them strongly forward and wrap into her twist, creating good flip and twist rotation. She gets her feet crossed up a bit here, but completes the skill very easily. Here in this head-on angle, you can see she has a very squared off axis in her front tumbling. Her next pass is a front handspring tuck double front done very well. She often had a slight knee separation during her tuck position in her double front, but she was very consistent to land this skill. Here again, she has her hands and feet off the ground as she strongly reaches forward into her handspring, creating a good block angle through her shoulders and creating strong forward momentum into her front handspring. Her arms are completely over her head, allowing a full range of motion to throw forward and up, creating good height and rotation in her double front. Here's the slight knee separation I was speaking of, but she has good height, a tight tuck position, and after one flip, she's at the peak of her height before starting to descend into her second flip. She lands this very high, nicely done. For a while, she dismounted with a triple full, or a layout backflip with 3 twists. She has a long back handspring, and this helps her create a deeper block angle to help stall out the speed of her flip rotation and allow her to complete all 3 twists before landing. You can see as she throws her arms up into her triple full, her right elbow is slightly set back, getting prepared to wrap her twist around. She gets her legs crossed up here a little bit, and anytime your legs or feet crossed, it slows the speed of the twist down and makes it harder to complete the twist. She still does a good job of completing this twist, and she lands with her feet in the same position as they were when they were crossed. She also manages to control this natural rebound out of this landing and avoid a more major error. She also competed at 2.5 twisting layout back. Initially, she did this skill out of a round off back handspring, but eventually she did this skill most of the time out of a round off. NASTIA was a very natural and fast twister. I do believe her biggest challenge was having her feet or legs get crossed up, and if the feet or legs cross early in the skill, it's very difficult to get those legs and feet back together during the skill. She landed her 2.5 twisting back layout with good control. NASTIA's toe point and nice extension stood out to me. She was very balletic in her choreography and had a natural elegance about the way she presented her leaps and dance skills. She also showed very nice and natural flexibility in her leaps and choreography. Really nice height, flexibility, and aggressiveness in both of these split leaps. Her balletic body type and elegance in her movement almost hid the power and aggressiveness she truly had. Again, her toe point is very aesthetic in all of her gymnastics. As always, I hope you enjoyed my analysis and got some value out of it. Always feel free to like and subscribe, as you'll be notified at each time I release more videos like this, and feel free to leave any thoughts or suggestions in the comments. Until next time, all my best and rock on!